Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome in. I got some changes I made to the deck. I got a request for a game by my last opponent. So I'm going to go over the changes real quick before we start the game here. Okay. So I decided the Indomitable Creativities weren't really working. They were kind of a theory craft I did a few weeks ago. Kind of just, thinking, hey, this card's kind of cool. How would it work in my deck? And it worked really well in the F&M I played it in. But it hasn't been working consistently, and I find that's kind of a problem. So I ended up deciding just to cut them out completely. So I cut the other two out and put in the second Nahiri and a third Rise from the Grave, because I've had a lot of situations where I need that extra Rise, or I'd like that Rise to come out to get back something. So I did that, and hopefully the deck should work more consistently now. And then in the sideboard, the Nahiri that I put in, I replaced with the Unlicensed Disintegration that I took out. Because personally, I like the Unlicensed card. It's pretty good. I like Fatal Push, but I haven't decided whether Fatal Push is good in this deck. So I kind of want to stick with the Unlicensed in order to go with that. So let's get back to our game here. We're playing against Gypsy again. I believe that he's not playing the black-green deck, so we're not going to get a repeat of that. But apparently this is an Esper deck of some sort. Apparently it's straight homebrew, so could be a little bit of fun. We'll get that started. All right. Let's see here. This hand is pretty good. I like that I can replace it. Pia seems good. All right, we'll get the vent out right away. Prairie Stream. Okay, we'll get Advantage out, and then I think we're gonna Reunion. We want to keep a land this time, so I think we're gonna discard the Mountain and the extra Reunion. I don't like discarding Reunions. I'm not a fan of discarding my draw spells. So a lot of times I'll get into that situation where I'll draw something and then wish I still had it in my hand, but having to discard the cards is sometimes a little bit difficult. So this will be match 3. So we lost our first 2 matches. Now, I think that a lot of that has to do with the changes I've been making to the deck. I kind of went into this without fully playtesting the deck as much as I normally would. I've actually been playing the Mardu Hulks for months. But I decided to change it when I saw Indomitable Creativity. And that, I think, was a mistake. And that's where those first 2 matches, the deck is not up to its full potential. And I think that I could definitely do better in the long run. If I just stick to my bases and stick to where it was good. And the deck took second at a game day. It was pretty grueling. Grueling match against the Pummeler deck, and I didn't realize how much damage the Pummeler could go and do. It wasn't even a Pummeler. It was it? Yeah, it was Pummeler. I thought I was safe at 16. My opponent only had 3 mana. I was wrong. 3 mana and on only 3 energy, and my opponent hit me for 16. I think it was 16 or was it 8? No, it was. I don't remember. I think it was 8. When I had a 6/6 for a striker up, I should have. If I left both my creatures up, I would have won the game. But it's definitely. I know the deck is good. I think we're just going to buff the Thopter here and just keep aggressor going. So I went back to my roots and I still kept a couple of modifications I made. I like the Sphinx in the sideboard. I think it's good against it's good against the control decks. Gives me a little bit of an advantage. It's not huge, but definitely something that is worthwhile. What's this? Treasure Keeper. For mana cost 3 or less, may cast a card without paying its mana cost. That seems interesting. Is that only 4 mana? So 4 mana and you essentially cascade. Interesting. When he dies, you cascade. Okay. Alright, so far I haven't really been drawing any sort of other creatures, which kind of sucks. We're going to go ahead and deck and stone this guy, though, whilst I have the ability to do so. And apparently deck and stone no longer makes clues, so it's still broken, at least before it made clues when it did work. That sucks. Get in there. Yeah, it looks like they fixed it and broke it. So it used to what? It used to not exile the creature, and then it still gave the clue. Oh well. I'm sure my opponent would like a clue. I wish there was a way to manually create one, but I don't think there is. Yeah. Planar Outburst. Ooh, that's a thing. Oh, like a tormenting voice. Okay. Let's just cast that now. We'll discard the swamp, I guess. I got plenty of black mana. Still looking for creatures. I'm gonna have to start going at them with the shambling events. Oh, second one. Wow, that's something. Shambling Vince it is. Wow. So much land. Alright, let's see what else we can do here. Got my opponent down to 3, and they haven't done anything yet. And I'm still pulling lands. Wow. Okay. So, what are the odds? I mean, he can't activate his Shambling Vent. So, but there could be like a Blessed Alliance or something in his hand. I could ever after my Pia's back and get a couple of Thopters. I think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to depressure the board here, and he can't have another. So we're going to get both Pia's back, double up on Thopters. Okay, there's the counterspell. Okay, that's fine. Alright, maybe I should have just went with the vents. Yeah, I probably should have just went with vents. I'll do it next turn, I guess. At least I got a disallow on his hand, so he can't. Alright, we'll do it up. I'm sure my opponent will have something. Could have a double Blessed Alliance for all I know. Queller, okay. Wow, second Queller. Okay. If I had a mana open, I could kill him, but well. No biggie. I can still do it next turn. Got my opponent at 1. Alright. Well. Don't have enough mana to do all 3 abilities. We'll try the flames first and see what happens. First I gotta make sure that I get the right mana here. Wait. There it is, flames. I'm sure he's got a counterspell. Nope. So, attempt to win game with Shambling Vent. Okay. Cool. Alright, so control deck, the Sphinx has come in. I didn't see much in the way of I think it's got to have Tormented Gearhulks. I think the Disintegration comes in. I didn't see any Planeswalkers, but I'm sure they're in there. Let's throw in the paths. We'll take out the Radiance. We want to leave Deck and Stones in. The Hiri is iffy in this matchup, I think. And I think we pull one Nulamog. Linvala. I don't think Linvala's that amazing in this match either. Let's pull Linvala. We'll submit the. Oh, that's right. We also need brutalities to get rid of some things, so we'll pull Ulamog. Noxious Gearhulk doesn't do a lot of good, but we need to keep a couple in for the torrentials. Okay, yeah, we'll run this and see where we're at. Okay, that is not the greatest of starting hands, but seems like it could be playable. He's not full control, so I'd like to have a creature destruction in here. At least not from what I saw. I mean, I'm guessing torrentials. We'll drop the Marsh in. Tormenting the combustible next turn. Yeah. Okay. Get my graveyard out. We'll drop events, and then we'll drop a ruins. Discard combustible and deck. Scattered. Okay. Really hoping to get into a land there. Oh well. Let's see what we draw into. It's rough playing into all the counters. There's a Sphinx. I guess we'll play Pia here. See if we run into a spell queller or something. Ooh. I would totally discard a Sphinx. It's got potential. As soon as I have an option to resurrect the Sphinx, that's going to happen. Although my opponent does still play mass removal, which is good. 2, 3, 4, Gideon. Okay. I did put in the Ruinous Pass, right? Because they had to be in there, yeah. I think. Well, I'm not sure why my opponent played Gideon here. Well, yeah. I suppose with the 2-2 he's got the blocker for Pia, which means I can only hit with the Thopter. But I think instead, since I have an opening, I'm going to refurbish a combustible. Let's see what he wants to do with that. Yeah, it looks like he had me draw the cards. And then we will swing in on Gideon for 1. Okay. Planar Outburst. Okay, it looks like this is going to be my opportunity to get the Sphinx out. And he skipped his attack step. Okay. So there's only one play to make here. Oh, to the slaughter. Oh. The butt hurt. Alright. That kind of hurt a little bit. Let's see. Authority consoles. Oh. Yuck. This is becoming a problem. Damn it. Okay. Let's see what else we can do here. He has one card in hand. Let's find out what it is. Yeah, we'll do them both. Opponent to discard. Opponent to lose life. Black. That. You will discard the Tormenting Voice. Take a look at my opponent's hand. Maybe. So you counter it to stop the life gain here. Life gain, life loss. Okay, so we'll get rid of the Planar Outburst. And then we'll drop Pia. And next turn we can Ever After. Get out a double combustible or a Sphinx and a double. Okay. Oh, okay, let's draw a card, discard a card. I'm not above ooh. Shit. Alright. If I discard Olivia, we can get back, we can Ever After getting Olivia. And the Sphinx. I think the Sphinx is 6/6 with haste. Kill Gideon. Ah, but Authority of the Councils is going to stop that. That's a problem. So combustible then? Those are tough times. Wasn't really expecting the Authority to come out, but it makes sense. Oh, wow. I guess I have to get rid of the unlicensed here. These are rough decisions on these sanitariums. My opponent missed his attack step again. Instead, make an ally. That's the best way you can do that one. Okay, so what do I run here? Opponent has one card in hand. Chances of it being a counterspell are pretty slim, but okay. Olivia's not going to do me a lot of good. So I'm thinking Ever After Combustible Sphinx, but yeah, I'm thinking Ever After Combustible Sphinx. Let's see if he had the counter. Okay. Alright, so do I draw or you flip it? We're flipping. What did we flip? 4 damage? Yeah, we'll redirect it to the Planeswalker. Okay. Yeah, we'll lose Pia. I gotta keep a refurbish out for try to get another Hulk. Now that refurbish can't be countered. It's kind of nice. Noxious. Okay. Well, we definitely need a hand. And we'll see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like he flipped and took 8. So it's a noxious and a tormenting. Oops. I thought it said sacrifice. Damn it. I screwed up. Quarantine field. Huh. Just enough to do save him the game. I think, well, if I make Shambling Vent into a creature, I hit for 9, put him at 1. Ugh. That figures. I guess we'll do that. Well, Sphinx I can't do anything with from hand, so I tried running blue land for a little while with the Sphinx in the deck, and it just seemed clunky and wasn't really working out. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have some blue land to be able to cast the Sphinx against the control decks, but it just really doesn't cut it when it comes to having the extra tappy land, and things just seem a little clunkier without having the basics, so couldn't really fit them in. And then having to get to the 2 blue mana. I mean, I could put in Aether Hub, stuff like that. I used to when back when I ran Eldrazi Displacer. But okay, for funsies here. I think we rise out a second Sphinx. I don't know. I could rise out Olivia. But, yeah, it's game. think we'll just attack and win. Should be GG. Oop. I cannot hit the right key today. Alright, yeah, looks like a good start to an Esper deck. It's, it still says it's a work in progress, but seems good. So, alright, this is what we got. I'm not sure why it brought me back to the deck editor screen. That's kind of cool. Oh, it's because I went back here at the beginning of the game. Alright, so we won that match, beat the Esper control deck. Sphinx came in handy. And getting in the right spells at the right time. So that is game match 3. This is a much better version of the deck, I think. Relying too much on the Indomitable Creativities was a flaw, and I see that now. I had it and ran it. It was fun during the F&M that I was testing out with, but the version that took second at a game day and went through a lot of rough matchups and was definitely more similar to this. And this is really where I should keep it. It's at its strongest. So this is pretty good. They're probably, unfortunately, I would do more matches. I might do more matches in the future. Normally I don't go over 3 but I feel bad because we lost our first 2, and I feel it doesn't really show the deck, and we weren't set on a deck design. But honestly, I think this is pretty good where it's at. I like the way it played out. I had some good games there. I wasn't busy having dead draws and stuff other than, a lot of land that one game. But I think this is a much better design. I'm kind of set with this. I'll make these changes to my IRL deck, and I'll probably play it at F&M tomorrow. And see what kind of plays it's making and stuff, and definitely this is good where it's at. I think we're solid. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe.